All right, let's hope we don't queue into him again. Disperse is good in my deck. I don't know. Duress should have waited till he had a good board for charge. Nope, that's not how it works. He had 7 cards in hand. I've got pretty good chance of hitting that. I mean, I'm going to keep this. If we get 1 land, we're good. We got 3 lands to do it. How do I explain this? So again, when I can duress is either going to be on turn 2 or not again until turn 5. So possibly waiting till turn 5 is fine, but he's also got 7 cards opening. I mean, I guess he's not going to keep that alone. But presumably he is going to be keeping that plus any sort of creature mix, right? He showed 2 of them in the first 10 cards or 15 cards last game. So I don't know. You can argue the duress needs to be waiting, but I don't think so. I think duress waiting there doesn't change anything. Alright, we're just drawing land. Let's get our Pioneer down. I don't have Uncomfortable Chills is the only thing I think I can think of to do. And even that just feels like getting kind of beat up doing that. 2-headed zombies. Sure. It's actually kind of annoying. Another land. Guess I'm racing. So next turn I ramp into a Meteor Golem, I guess. Waiting doesn't give me a higher chance. Waiting runs into the fact that I don't have the curve to do it, right? Like I have to use my mana for other things. Well, he's drawing for an answer as opposed to racing. I like that. I also like this draw here. It gives me 6 mana. You know what I mostly like about this draw? It wasn't a land. It's our first like non-land draw, I think. Yeah, locked on in. That would have been a big cards to hold on to. You draw an answer? Not yet, he hasn't. We're going to play a 7 on turn 6. It's funny. That's kind of an answer. It's a blocker. Wish I could play my Essence Scatter as well as my Meteor Golem, but I'm trying out Singleton. Doubt it. All right, so we get 1 with the animator. The animator on the flyer is super strong when you can do that quickly. Deck seemed green-black, fairly aggressive creatures. What did we see? Didn't see any enchantments yet, besides the one he played. I don't have any disenchants for that. Switcheroo seems like it's probably going to be fine versus this deck. Sure Strike seems like it's going to be good versus that deck. What did we actually see? He played a zombie. Our little 1-drop countered the zombie fairly well. Anything else? I don't know that I need to change anything up quite yet. Drake's been doing the opposite of work for us presumably one day the Drake does something, but we haven't seen it. Yeah, it was a kill. He was at 5 health. He had no creatures that could block flyers, and he already drew his cards, so he clearly got to a point where he had nothing that could block the flyer. He had no way to remove our animator either, so he was dead. Opponent goes first. Well, I'm gonna have to mulligan despite having cards because I don't have enough lands. Still don't have enough lands. His hand is pretty bad too. Wait, I don't have a 2-headed zombie in my deck. How is this in my deck? It's not in my deck. What the fuck is that in here for? We didn't put that in. It's not in our deck list. What the fuck is this in here for? I don't want to put Dwindle below, but I'm going to keep Dwindle. I'm just going to keep the island first. Means I don't get a 4-drop for a couple turns. He's stuck on land too. Great. No, I have one of those in my sideboard. It's possible I misclicked and put it in, I guess, but I don't know when I would have done that. Did you guys see me do that? I didn't see me do that. I'm like, what got removed? I know I have the card. $31, 4 is 35, and 6 is 41. Yeah. Looks like that card got added into my deck. Alright, this is an awkward pass. I don't want to dwindle the 2-headed zombie. I know he's got bigger threats. It's not 61, it's 41, but we did just check. So it looks like somehow that got added to our deck list during sideboarding. Vigilant Bailiff, that seems like a good one to dwindle. I do hate these Minotaurs, but they're just like a creature that we have that has more than 2 toughness. It's the only reason why they're in the deck. I need to draw real cards. Tormenting Voice be okay, probably. Draw cards, artifacts, my powerhouse cards. These cards are not going to get the game done. Yeah, it's going to be a problem. Also a problem. Okay. I think we're probably dead right now. I like how all of our land shows up after we get no value out of it. Two-headed zombie trades as a blocker. Drake is doing nothing still. It's basically a 0/4 flying wall in our deck. Oh, that seems like a good one for him right now. Cards, so much text. But basically he searches top 7 cards of his library, picks a creature out of it, summons that creature onto the battlefield, and it does damage equal to that creature's, I don't know if it's power or, looks like it's power to one of my creatures. Maybe its costs are the same here. Which is which? Power. Okay. Killed my Drake, so it cost me a turn basically and gives him another creature. It's very powerful. If it works. What am I even hoping to draw here? I don't think I'm hoping to draw anything. That's not true, I guess. About to get fucked up. All of his creatures have trample now. Pretty sure I'm just dead. Yep, sure am. Alright, we need to have a better hand than that. You know, it's funny. Zombie doesn't actually match up even that poorly versus him. I certainly don't want it in my deck, but I don't know how he got in my deck. Disperse a thing. Does it help versus that deck? It buys me time, I guess. Minotaurs don't look like they trade very well with that. Let's drop a Fire Elemental in. It's slow, but it has 5 power. 4 I might trade. I'm going to drop the Drake. Drake didn't do shit for me. Let's get the Ogre in. There's a 3-drop. Disperse over what? Alright. Let's have a hand that's a little bit better. Does Shock do a thing for me? So far, Shock, by the way, has been the least valuable card we picked. There's no... I haven't seen a Shock target yet. I don't think I've cast Shock yet in this play yet. I go first. I can't play this hand. I'm mulliganing again. Feels bad. 2 islands. Don't have my red, don't have my black, have none of my tap lands. No playable creatures on that, no artifacts, nothing. This is pretty bad too. At least I have Omen Speaker. You go on a little bit later. Keep in land. Gives me all 3 colors too. Archaeologist hasn't been very good this deck either. Kind of weird. Do I want to scry right now? I don't care which card I get next, actually. So I'm going to play Archaeologist first. Scry next round. Land or a card is fine right now. That zombie feels kind of not good. Let's take a look at what we're going to see. What do I want? Don't want double land. 3, 4, 5. Do I want double land? It's good to get the guy out in 2. I think I need some cards. I think I'm going to double block the zombie and sure strike the archaeologist. I guess Titanic Growth fucks things up. I get 2 for 1 tier. But I get the zombie off the board, and presumably next turn can draw if I survive it. Oh, I don't get 2 for 1. If the damage is dealt, I don't get 2 for 1, because the first strike goes off first, right? Okay. Nice. Thought I was going to lose Omen Speaker still when I made the play. I was okay with that, but I much prefer this. No point in drawing right now. There's no one-drop cards in this deck, right? It was a point in drawing before I tossed the land, because I could have drawn a dual land that I could have played this turn. So that was kind of dumb. Alright. Taking 4 from the boar. He's on 3 lands. We're up to 7 with a draw card that draws us 2. If we don't lose that draw card, we're in pretty good shape. Also Majesty. So he can hopefully prevent that from doing anything. I don't understand the lack of attacking. I guess they were representing a combat trick. That's the card I needed. Now, do I go after the boar or the Colossal Majesty? I think I go after the Colossal Majesty. It's funny, I actually saved 4 life by representing a combat trick there. I actually want that card in the graveyard. I'm totally happy with that. Although I do take boar damage here, I guess. A shock? What? Alright, let's get a card. We have 7 on board right now. So 1 more we can draw plus ogre. This way we can shock plus symbiont. So I think it saturates our mana a little bit better. He had another playable in 3. It's crazy. I am going to block with symbiont. Alright, I want to look at my top 2 cards and draw. Or I could just ogre first. Do I care about an ogre on this build? I don't care about an ogre on this build. Let's get on this field. Let's get the Omen Speaker down before the draw. I like a dwindle. I don't really want an island. Let's go ahead and draw in case I get a land this turn and next turn. Okay. Getting some fucking value out of this dude. Why not shock and block with 1/3? Oh, I didn't even think about that, honestly. This is a mistake from my part. If I had the mana for that, I just didn't think about it. That would have been a better play than what I did. Call it the end of the day. Don't know why I didn't think about it. Maybe because I was complaining about how bad shock was. Alright. Stick a bolus. If I had Manolith open, it was a better play. Yep. Got a Sovereign out of that. That's pretty damn good. And let's drop the Ogre. So much value out of this Archaeologist right now. which is Caress. Sure. Should I Disperse open right now? Maybe should have kept Disperse over the Ogre in retrospect. I know, I just feel like with this board, like if he wants to 1-for-1 anything I do, we're in good shape. I think I'm gonna start swinging with that. All right. So the simple answer to the shock question about the boar, Omen Speaker plus shock versus boar, would have just a mistake on my part. Does he have 7 other cards in his graveyard? He does. I think we're just gonna bounce that at the end of our turn. End of his turn anyways. Scholar draws from me. If we draw a land, we can draw again. Did not. Okay. Moon Dragon again, sure. Alright, let's draw. Okay. Cool. Alright, so misplay, couple misplays there. Some of the sequencing stuff. But the Archaeologist just paid off there. That was a game totally won by the card advantage the Archaeologist generated for us. It's kind of nice come out of that. All right, guys. How's this timing looking? How is this timing looking? All right, let me just take a quick break, restart the client. Back in just a second. Client's been a bit laggy. All right, water, back in a second. Okay. Continue our draft. Nice.